General Insurance is the proud sponsor of Gardens of Antigua.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The garden we're visiting today belongs to Novell and Christy Martin. It's in a subdivision of Lyons Estate. This is Lyons Hill Estate. Now, the actual Lyons Estate is hundreds of years old, and that's somewhere over there. Now, this subdivision is maybe 15 years old, and as you can see, most of the houses here are just being built or have been built for the past 10 years or so. The lot that I'm standing in is right next to Christy's garden. She purchased this along with her personal property, and what she started doing here is putting up a lot of fruit trees like papayas, mangoes, bananas, pomegranates, avocado. Further down there, I know a couple of years ago she had a lot of produce like pumpkins, but she's not doing that this year because she, like a lot of other gardeners in this area, are climatically challenged. She has to depend on rainwater. So she does a bit of a juggling act in trying to maintain a garden and do the watering herself. So it's quite difficult. Now, what she's done in 5 years is really tremendous, because this is where she's been doing her agricultural produce. Not a lot here now, but there used to be. And we're going to go next door to her personal garden, where she's done wonders, especially in just 5 years. So let's go over to Christy's garden. We're going into Christy's house. Ah, there she is.
Hello, Joy. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Christy,
Yes.
so nice to see
Oh,
you.
it's nice to see you too, Joy.
Yeah.
Welcome to my garden.
Thank you. Now, it's pretty huge, so I thought we'd do the front part of the garden first.
Okay,
Then we'll do the side,
okay.
and then we'll do the back. We'll save the best till last.
Okay, great.
Because that view is just so amazing.
Some people say breathtaking.
Breathtaking is a better word.
Yes,
captivating,
yes,
mesmerizing.
yes,
Any of those adjectives would describe it. I was just saying that you've been at this garden for just 5 years.
Yes.
And you've done an awful lot in 5 years. Now, you decided to line your walkway with crotons.
Yes, I did.
Now, crotons are great. They're symbolic of every Caribbean garden. Plus, they don't need an awful lot of water,
They don't.
but they do have a tendency to get a sort of mold on
A
them.
blight.
The blight, yes.
But that is taken care of quite easily, because once you cut them down, they come back quite nicely after that is done.
Oh, good, good.
So that is easily taken care of.
Right. Now, bear in mind, everything is still fairly new. And you don't have the best soil here, do you?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
So
But
that's also a challenge.
It is a challenge, but they will grow. They will grow once you add a little bit of
love.
and manure to them.
Right.
They will grow.
Now, do you buy manure or do you collect it from
No, I collect it from the farms nearby.
Oh, well, that's kind of handy
so
having the farms
very low
nearby.
cost.
Now, what is this plant that's growing up here?
You know, this is one Evelyn gave me. It has yellow blossom like roses. I can't remember the name, but it has some big flowers that look almost like roses.
Wow, fantastic. I hope it does well
And
here.
last year it bloomed, and when it bloomed, it didn't have any leaves. It was just the blooms.
Oh, so the leaves drop off and then it blooms.
Yes.
A little like a lot of flowering trees. That sometimes happens with the flamboyants. And I know it sometimes happens with the coccospermum. They shed a lot of leaves
And then
in
they
order for the
bloom.
flowers to come out.
Yes.
Now you've got these bromeliads that are climbing up, and we've got some gardenias here. The smell is just amazing.
Yes, it is.
And double petal hibiscus.
Yeah, Joy, this one I know as Ladies of the Night. I think there's a botanical name for it, but I can't remember. But it has an awesome
Antigua,
smell.
oh, it's fabulous. And because it's right next to your gallery as well,
Yes,
that must be
yes.
great in the evening.
Oh,
because that's the only time it smells.
Yes,
and it doesn't need the blossom to smell, or does it?
Yes, it does need the
does,
blossom.
Okay.
It does need the blossom. But if you pick it and take it in the house, the aroma is just
yeah, it's fantastic.
Just so nice.
This is a white Ixora, which is quite a big one.
Yes, it is. I have them all over the garden. And this is a pink one.
The pink one.
This is a pink Ixora.
More gardenia and the purple bells. Now, how have you been managing with the lack? Because we went through a real drought earlier this year, a couple of months ago.
We did.
How did you?
It was quite difficult, but I have a water supply right here, which really helps.
Oh, okay.
Which really helps.
Right,
the
good.
tank, and I know the tank was not aesthetically pleasing,
So
I
you used
tried.
the yellow
I used the
bells
yellow bell to disguise it, and I think.
I must say, driving up here, that's the first thing you see. The beautiful yellow bells disguising the tank.
Yes.
That's lovely. Now, if we walk around here, we see more, pretty much the same thing, because you've obviously, when something grows, you propagate it.
I propagate
because you've
myself.
got such a large space
area
here.
to cover,
It's
yes.
necessary to propagate your own,
Yes.
one, and use what you propagate to plant.
Exactly. Now
So-
this is another one of the Ladies of the
Ladies
Night, and
yeah.
this one
And
has.
This does have blossom.
This does have
so
blossom.
maybe
on
this
it.
is a better spot. Maybe it's getting more water here. Maybe.
Yes,
But it seems to really like this spot.
It does, because what happens here is that on this section of the house, the water does not go into the catchment. It comes down here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
Because the roof is so large, it comes down here, so it does get a little bit more.
Right. And let's see what's growing up here. More gardenias again, which has a great. Oh, lovely.
Yes.
So between the Lady of the Night and gardenias.
Yes,
and
all these
more
are gone from my
gardenias
mom's
here,
house. Yes,
You're in heaven sent. I mean, woo,
I am.
just gorgeous. We've got some cat and I. Now, do you find these do well?
Oh, they do extremely well all year round.
Oh, yeah, I
and
can
they're
see
very,
that.
Very
You've got
easy
them
to grow as
growing,
well.
yeah.
Very, very easy
Now,
to grow
I'm
as well.
surprised you've done so well with the ginger lilies, because they're not as easy to grow.
Yeah, but these
they're-
ones, even with the dry weather, they go down a little bit, but they come back right up as soon as
That's
it
very
rains.
interesting, because I've been trying so hard to grow my ginger lilies for so long, and I'm getting nowhere. So maybe I'm overwatering them, who knows?
Probably.
Yeah. We'll go round here a bit. I just love the fruit of the
palm.
royal palm. Was it royal palm or Christmas palm, or several names? It's just as good as any flower. Now, what's interesting, Christy, I remember visiting you one time when there was nothing but cassies and wild bush and shrubberies there. And now you're totally exposed. How does it feel?
I am totally exposed. It's good and bad, because at least I feel a little bit safer.
Right, right.
But at the same time, I wish I had a little bit more privacy.
Right, yes. Well, maybe when the person puts his house up there, he'll put a lot of trees, and then again it'll hide you.
Right,
so.
right.
Well, let's take a break now. We'll be back in a few minutes with more of Christy's garden.
Feel secure, insured, call General Insurance. You got a friend, you got a friend, you got a friend.
Thank you for choosing General Insurance Company. How may we help you?
Call General Insurance. You got a friend.
Let's go shopping at the bargain center. Everybody shopping at the bargain center. Move your body now. Let's go shopping at the bargain center. Everybody shopping at the bargain center. Move your body. Let's go Everybody, let's go shopping. Market Center, let's go shopping. Everybody, let's go shopping. Move your body now. Let's go shopping. Everybody, let's go shopping. Move your body now.
Come see what we're doing at Bargain Centre at Perry Bay. We have the best prices and quality. We're working harder to serve you better. Come on down to Bargain Centre. Move that body.
Everybody shopping at the Bargain Center. Move your body now. Let's go shopping at the Bargain Center.
Hello, I am Jacqueline Johnson, the wedding guru of MarryCaribbean.com.
Want to know the best hotel, the best destination, the best service providers in the industry, the best shopping experience? From Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Tobago, the British Virgin Islands, and the United States Virgin Islands.
MarryCaribbean.com.
Welcome back to Gardens of Antigua. I'm with Christy Martin and we're exploring her beautiful garden at Lions Hill Estate. Now Christy, tell me about this because I know it wasn't always like this.
No,
How did this come about?
No, it wasn't. It was just a tree, a regular tree in the ground, but I have so many stones around here, I decided to pack the stones around the tree, and it got to the height where I felt I could build something around it. So
Right.
this is the end result of putting stones together.
Right. And this is a great little seating area.
It is.
You've got the height so you can see everything that's going on.
It is
And
excellent.
you've got the shade.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I can sit there and I can look out at the sea, you know, which is
Right.
beautiful.
Now this is a cedar tree.
It is.
And it's got some blooms on it.
It does, and
Yeah.
at this time the leaves are falling as well. So
Right. And what you've got a lot of in your garden is periwinkle.
I do love
Because
periwinkle.
Yeah, they're great
the color
for the
is just
color.
awful.
They don't require that much water.
Care,
They
or
don't
care.
require that much attention, and yet they look really cool.
They look beautiful
Yeah.
for a long time.
Right. And you've got some desert rose here,
I do have some desert
which
rose.
you've staked.
Yes, no, this is really amazing.
Yes,
the
I
way
remember
it came
this
about.
when you
This is not
started.
even a year old yet,
I know.
but it's amazing how it came together.
Right. And I remember how it came together. I gave you a clerodendron.
You sure did. You sure did.
I gave
And
you one
you
little
gave me one,
clerodendron,
and then
which
you brought me
spread
two
into-
little ones, and they
two
all
little ones
spread
spread.
into something beautiful.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It was blooming early on,
And gorgeous.
it was
isn't
just gorgeous. It was just so
You
gorgeous.
know, I've seen people toss out clerodendrons like if it was garbage, just because they are quite invasive.
They are.
And they do tend to get big and blah. But the flower is so beautiful that it's well worth
Yeah, but even without the flower, the color of the leaves,
Yes.
the dark green and the light
richness,
green
the
and
lush,
the richness,
and
it's
it works
really
so
nice.
well as a backdrop against the bright periwinkle.
It sure does.
It's
It
quite
sure
gorgeous.
does. It sure
And then
does.
you've got some plumbago back there,
I do.
which is kind of hidden by the spider lilies.
They are, but I just had one piece and they just spread. So I just let
One
them.
piece of plumbago?
Yes, and they just keep
You're
on
very
spreading.
lucky. I had
Yes.
such a tough time growing
Yes.
mine. And you're very lucky with your spider lilies too. Mine have been invaded by worms. I had to cut them all back and start again, but yours are
Oh
doing,
no, they've been great.
yeah, doing really well.
Actually, before we built the carport, they were on the other side, and when I pulled them up, I just decided to put them on this side,
Right.
and they worked out.
Yeah.
They worked in
and they
pretty well.
multiply quite
They
quickly
do.
too.
They do. They do.
So you have to kind of, they're a bulb and you have to kind of dig and sort
Sure.
through them, and
Yes,
you can
yes.
put them all over the place. That's one very good thing about them.
Yes, but
And then the other good thing, you're having so many rocks in this area.
I do.
They're beautiful color too.
Everything came from here. All the rocks,
I
everything
yeah, I
came.
love the
from
way
ro-
you've used them
from
in the
right
garden.
here, and I just utilized them. So, because I'm my own landscaper, you know,
Yeah.
I did it all.
They're fantastic, and you've done a great job. I tell you, I'm so impressed because you get up and do everything, and not satisfied with this huge space, you had to take out that space as well. That's quite
Yeah,
amazing.
well, this is beautiful to look at, but there's something to eat as well.
Now, this is what we call breathtaking. What an amazing view of the ocean.
It is. It is tranquil,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
it is very peaceful.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to sit down over there and talk a little about the area because it has an interesting history.
It does.
And there's lots of agricultural things that are going on now with this particular section of the island.
Yes, it is.
So now here you created a little A little courtyard?
Yes,
area?
I'm trying to get a little courtyard going here. I have my little cherry tree and that is bearing right now.
And of course you've got some fruit trees, more fruit trees.
Fruit trees and
Let's see if we can sneak past here and look down there. Oh, Christy, you do have an orchid tree.
yes, I'm not sure what color that is.
Oh, wow. And of course it's always so difficult to garden on a sloping terrain like this. So,
But I make it
and
work.
it's scary. Yes, you do make it work. You make it work very well. And you've got a lot of fruit trees here. You've got
I got sugar apples, I have papaya, I have passion fruit,
and of course the cherry over there.
the cherry over there. I
And
have
look how many papayas
the
you have
Christmas
growing.
bush here, the soursop.
Wow. Oh yeah,
Cherries.
we've got some soursop on the trees.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And further in we have some plantains and we have some bananas and
Right. And of course what this means is that anytime you come to Christy's house, there's some local fruit drink.
there is.
Which is
Not
quite
only fruit drink but local food as well.
Right, which is quite a treat. So
Yes,
let's
yes,
climb
yes,
back
it
up
is.
here.
Oh, be careful,
can-
Joy.
Yep. Up we go. Now you've used in your garden a lot of repetition because you're going with what works.
Yes,
Like the
definitely.
periwinkle, like the ginger lilies, and of course the bridal bouquet.
That's right. I like the bridal bouquet because it's very easy to grow and it stands out. It's very white and pure and bright.
And it blooms all year round.
In between we have some Brazilian cloak.
Which
you
is
know,
gorgeous.
Which is gorgeous as well.
With a beautiful red flower, which will look fantastic next to the bridal bouquet.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I even love, although this is a wildflower, I love the contrast.
Yes, it does.
Very, very
And it
nice.
attracts the bees, which is really great.
Right.
Yes.
The bees need all the help they can get.
Yes.
So let's walk along here and just admire this view. And look at those huge papaya. You know, I've planted at least 26 papaya in my garden and I've ended up with nothing.
Oh,
I've
really?
had none grow. It is very disheartening because I've certainly looked after them. But I think it's mainly due to my grass cutter. He seems to cut into them when
Yes,
he's...
no, you have to be careful because, you know,
Right.
they have feelings as well. And if you
I
hurt
know,
them, they'll
yeah,
die.
I know, and that's why I have no papaya trees.
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
you've got the bananas
we have
here.
some bananas, we have some plantains.
Now these seem to be doing well. Is there water here?
Yeah,
I see
there's the supply
Okay.
line from the washroom.
Oh, good, good. And more fruit trees.
Yes,
This is
the sugar apples.
Sugar apple, right?
And this is my avocado tree. Actually, this is a little version. I had a bigger tree and we had a storm at one time that blew down most of it. So this is the remainder of it. And we have a few small avocados on it.
Wow, that are coming up. I see
Yes,
them.
they're coming up really nice.
Now, do they taste any better being fresh like
Oh,
this?
gosh, yes.
I love avocado.
Oh, yes,
And I can
yes.
imagine just getting it fresh from the tree. It must be, ooh, delicious. So I imagine you get a great deal of pleasure from just walking around.
Oh, I just can't
And
wait
looking
for
at
the
the-
mornings to come
yeah.
out and
And especially when it's a nice balmy day like this, just enjoying the breeze and the view. And you've created over here, under the flamboyance tree, which is not in flower at the moment, you've created a wonderful meditation area.
my peace place, I call it.
Yeah.
Where sometimes in the morning I get up early and I come out and I read the Bible and watch the sea and meditate and
Now,
things like
is that down there, is that a mangrove that's dried up?
This is a salt pond
Uh-huh.
that is down there.
But it looks like it's dried up because of the dry weather we've had.
I think
or is
right
it-
now there's just a small amount of water in it, in the salt pond down there. But what is amazing about this area, we have the sea, we have the salt pond, we have agriculture, we have the greenery. So it's
You've
like
got everything
coming
right
together.
there.
which
Now,
I
what
think-
bay is this down
This
here?
is Willoughby Bay.
Aha, which I love, a beautiful bay.
Yes, and at one time, the St. Philip's Anglican Church was down there at Willoughby Bay. then we had what they call we had an earthquake, and then at that time they had a tidal wave. I think right now we'll call it a tsunami.
Oh.
So the church was moved from Willoughby Bay to the site it is right now in St. Philip's.
So when was this? When was the tsunami?
This was 18. Oh, Joy, I have to check the date just to make sure. 18 something. I have
My
it.
goodness.
I have it written down someplace there.
I guess back then they were called tidal waves.
Yes, but
today
now we
they're
call them
tsunamis.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So, but this was also known as Bridgetown as well. It's Willoughby Bay.
What, this area back there?
Yeah, it was known as Bridgetown, and they did farming and agriculture and things like that down there.
Fantastic. And now you were telling me about this venture the government has down here for cotton, growing cotton.
Yes, all down here you can see all this greenery. It is Sea Island cotton. And I think this is either the third or fourth year they have been growing it in this area. And I think they just had a great crop. So
it's good to see us growing cotton again.
It is. I think
it's a great industry for us, and I think we should exploit it a little more.
Yes.
Especially Sea Island cotton.
I think they had a beautiful season because I looked down there, it was all white.
Wow.
Which was
How
really
gorgeous.
nice. So it is really good. I think they have plans for expansion as well, probably to come a little bit closer.
Right. Oh, what? So more of that area will be cotton?
Yes. And then if you look down here, you can see some agriculture going on down there, some of the local people.
Right.
And then a little bit further down, you can see a sign that says Bio Antigua. If you look down, that big...
Well, I can't see the sign, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Right. So, and I think they have a development for this area, agricultural development for this area, which is going to expand towards the sea.
Fantastic. I'm glad to see that this kind of land is being put to use because we have so much of it. That's one thing Antigua does have is land. And a lot of it is not being used when it could be used and it could be making money.
That's right.
Feel secure, insure, call General Insurance. You got a friend, you got a friend.
Thank you for choosing General Insurance Company. How may we help you?
Call General Insurance. You got a friend.
At the bargain center, everybody shopping at the bargain center. Move your body now, let's go shopping at the bargain center. Everybody shopping at the bargain center. Move your body, let's go shopping. Everybody, let's go shopping. Bargain center, let's go shopping. Everybody, let's go shopping. Move your body now.
Bargain Centre Hardware on Kentish Road has everything you need for building and DIY. Great savings all the time. What are you waiting for? Move that body!
Hello, I am Jacqueline Johnson, the wedding guru of MarryCaribbean.com.
Want to know the best hotel, the best destination, the best service providers in the industry, the best shopping experience? From Jamaica, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Tobago, the British Virgin Islands, and the United States Virgin Islands.
MarryCaribbean.com.
I know one of the things you said you wanted to do with the garden is to have a herb garden.
Yes.
Because you've got your kitchen right here.
Yes.
And you wanted to be able to come out and get fresh herbs to use when you're cooking. Now you've got in the chives.
Chives, yes.
And I guess you use the breeze block just
blocks
to create a raised garden.
Yes.
So you've got chives and lots of rosemary and tarragon.
Yes, and these are garlic chives as well. And this is French thyme. And this is
Oh, that looks like bush.
Yes, tea bush.
balsam.
Yes,
Yeah.
bush
I love the
balsam.
smell of
Yes. So it's
coming along.
it is coming along. Needs a little bit of
Needs
work.
a little work, but it's
it's
there and
it's
it's
coming
coming along.
Yes.
We'll have to revisit it in a few months and see how it's doing.
Right.
But that's wonderful. And you've used fern, which is a great ground cover, as a border plant, and of course
more periwinkle.
more periwinkle is forever there.
Yes. Recently I just tried putting in some lilies. These are orange color lilies.
Oh, right, Easter lilies,
in between,
right, yeah.
to give it a little bit more life.
And this, of course, is your meditation
This
spot.
is my meditation
What
spot.
a beautiful spot to meditate. You really feel next to God up here.
I really do. In the evenings, regardless of what I'm doing, I tend to come here to enjoy the sunsets. And
of
I
course-
just sit for a while, have something to sip, and I say, thank you, God.
Well, there's no sunset now, but you've made a nice little
I have.
drinks for
This
us.
is from passion fruit from my garden.
Fantastic. Look at that, those clouds and that ocean. Oh, it's just, I'm trying to think of who it was that said about feeling next to God when you're in the garden.
Yes.
And that definitely applies here because of this nature that surrounds us.
Well,
It's-
the peace and the tranquility.
It's wonderful.
I've been to many places in the world, but I don't think you can find this.
No, you absolutely can't.
Yes.
I may be moving in with you, Christiana. I may be packing my bags and moving up here because this is just gorgeous.
Yes, it
And
is.
now we're going to sample some of your, let's see if these fruit trees are earning their keep.
All right. Well,
Cheers.
Cheers, Joy. Thank you.
Marlon, this is yours. This is passion, you said,
Yes,
and cherry.
passion and cherry. Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Joy.
Very, very nice. Well, we're going to sit for a while and just enjoy this beauty. I'm right here by Lion's Pond. This pond dates back 100 years or so. This apparently is where people would come and wash their clothes and bathe and do whatever this was their source of water. So this is the pond that they used. Now fast forward 100 years or so, and I'm at the Roadhouse restaurant. It's a jamming little joint which and all the activity takes place on a Sunday evening. Oh, and here's Sukai, he's the owner. Sukai, welcome.
Hello, nice meeting you.
Nice
Beautiful.
meeting you
Yes.
too. We're right in the middle of shooting Gardens of Antigua, and I was just drawing on the dichotomy here. So much history with this pond, the water pond, and the trees. And I see you have a bit of history too in the restaurant. This tree that you say it's a white willow?
That's the local name for it. It's called a
Okay.
white willow. Dates back a few hundred years ago. I guess.
Wow, fantastic. So it's wonderful to have that much history around us. And then this is the hottest little spot on a Sunday evening.
It is right now. For the past 2.5 years,
Yeah.
it is on a Sunday
and
afternoon.
I am so out of it. I'm so out of it. I haven't been, but I'm definitely coming up here. My good friend Christy's going to take me. But how long's the spot been going?
Well, I've been here for about 20 years.
Oh.
It's a local restaurant, providing
Okay.
local food.
Uh-huh.
The locals patronize me a lot. And now I put together 2.5 years ago, I put together a live entertainment in the countryside.
Right.
And it happens on a Sunday afternoon.
Uh-huh.
We start from 5 o'clock until 12 o'clock, where we have the local band. The only place the band plays is right here.
Uh-huh.
And it's called a hardcore band, plays at the Roadhouse restaurant, so it complements the restaurant. And it serves mostly the adult sector of the country who comes out here and have fun with us.
Well, I've heard so much about it that
You
I'm
have.
definitely going to check it out. So you heard it first on Gardens of Antigua.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for coming us.
Thank you very much for joining us on Gardens of Antigua. Until next time, happy gardening. Christy, do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming, Joy.
Thank you.
If you would like to leave a comment about this show or just join in our garden conversation, then check us out, Gardens of Antigua, on Facebook. And don't forget to like us.